Well, it's lovely to be back on Queen's Pier here in Ramsey with me as Stuart, project manager, and it's a joy just to chat with you because the passion is still there, and also to see things happening must be amazing. It's been a journey already, hasn't it?
Well, yes. I mean, the point is that we're fairly close to putting the steel onto Bay 1. And we're looking to put the scaffolding under bays 2 and 3 to let us strip the deck off. So we are moving along, and we're closing in on the amount of money we need to order the steel for 2 and 3, and of course that's phase 1. Yeah. As you appreciate, we have to then demonstrate to the government that yes, we can do this job and we can do a proper job of it. It'll need load testing, of course, before we can let people on. Yeah. But apart from ordering the steel, we have all the wood. DEFA has made the timber for us, so we've used the larch, which has had to be cut down, as you know. So all in all, I think we're moving along very well.
Well, let's put our cameras in there. We can see the state of play there.
Yes.
Was that worse or better than you anticipated?
I think it was worse than we anticipated, to be honest with you. Certainly during the survey in 2016, we expected some of the beams to be reusable, but when we stripped off the rest of the deck, we found that really, unfortunately, we couldn't reuse the beams. They were just not in good enough order to be looking forward another 50, 60 years, of course.
And what's the difference between the condition of those beams and what's in the actual sand? I mean, because you're happy with them, aren't you?
Yes, I mean, it's quite strange, really, because the actual legs seem to have survived very well. We're not certain as well. It's made of the same material, but what we're quite surprised about is that the Victorians screwed in the legs into the marl underneath the sand, and they've been steady ever since, and they're marvellous.
Now, Bay 1's the biggest one, isn't it?
It is. It's broad. It's 40 foot broad.
And once you crack that, you know what you're doing. It should be a doddle off that.
Well, a doddle, I'm not so sure. But it does go from 40 foot wide to 22 foot wide. And therefore, I would have thought that bays 2 and 3, which are part of phase 1, will be somewhat easier to do because, apart from anything else, we've learned how they put it together, which is not exactly as it shows on the diagrams, by the way.
Have you got enough people working for you now? I know you've got a big event coming up as well over the bank holiday, haven't you?
Well, yes, we're hoping that if the crane is available for us, that we will be able to do the swap out over the bank holiday weekend. It does depend on the crane, which is a sponsored thing by Isle of Man Heavy Cranes, that they're not called away to do something of an emergency.
And the weather's okay, I guess.
And the weather as well, of course.
Are you getting the sponsors you need? You know, people helping you out and things?
Well, yes, we have, but we still could do with a bit of money to get the steel. We're, you know, as I say, not far off. Had a smashing open coffee morning last week. Brought in over £1 grand. £1 grand at a coffee morning. Isn't that good?
And this steel here is being painted up. What's going on here exactly?
Yeah, what's going on here is marine epoxy. So that's 2-part epoxy. Once you've mixed it in a tin, you've got to use it because it goes off within 4 hours.
It seals
the steel in, and we're building it up. I think it's 400 microns we're building it up to over the galvanising.
How long will that last? How many?
Well, 50, 60 years, I reckon.
See us out there, won't it?
I hope so. You'll see myself.
It's a delight to see, and it must make you feel, give you a little bit of tingle now that it's really happening, or is it still such a big project?
I think the tingle is in my back when I bend over.
Well done, and to your volunteers. And more information, of course, you've got your website. You can see what's going on.
We have, yes, qprt.im and ramseypier.im. Particularly the Facebook, there's 3,000 or 4,000 followers. It's amazing.
Watching globally, no doubt.
Yes, we got support from Australia and from America, and as it happens, the admin manager has just emailed the NAMA, is that North American Manx Association? Yes, to see if they would like to spread it out to their 8 depots, as it were, to say, look, you know. Okay. Support.
Well, there you go. Have a look at the pictures, see how it's all going, and contribute, get involved, and we return soon.
Thank you very much indeed, Paul. Thank you. Now.